Hey YouTube, I got a 5-2 game going here against a friend of mine from chess.com. So it's funny because we've attempted to play 2 other games tonight, and and his connection has failed him. So which I'm actually kind of happy because the last game he was playing, I don't think I didn't like as much as this one. Unless he plays, okay, good. So it's the Budepest Defense, which I enjoy actually. I kind of feel like I kind of know what I'm doing. That's a different move. I guess we'll just play e3. He's surely not going to sack on e3. So, yeah, I think we're just going to get the same sort of thing through transposition. Only normally the bishop gets played to b4. Well, I guess I don't have to play the knight anywhere yet, and maybe I want to hold off on doing any developing with the knight. Take, and then just castle. And just castle. Is there anything weird about this move order that I should take care of? I'm always guilty of just playing the standard moves, even when the opponent mixes it up a little bit. I don't see anything. I was trying to see if there was some way I could play like queen d5, and I'd be hitting both pieces and attacking the knight. The knight would have to move, but I just don't see. I guess if I did that, I mean, he could even just play d6. So we'll just castle. Just castle. Okay. He plays d6 anyway. Let's go here anyhow, because I want to go try to win this bishop pair. Is my general idea here. So if we play, I know knight b3 is pretty normal. So if we play knight b3, he'll go back to, if he goes back to b6, he could also go b4, but then I would just, he can't really go back to b4, so I'll just play a3. Could also play out to e4. Surely some reason why that's not done. Well, let's just play here as normal. Of course, he goes back, and let's see here. If we take on e5, he does not have to take with the queen. I was thinking he did because of my threatening c5, but that just doesn't turn out to be the case. It'd be nice if there was a way to get some additional pressure there. I guess I'm just going to play the rook over and consider c5 once again. Okay. So a4. He's going to threaten the knight. Should I play... So c5, pawn takes, knight takes, queen takes, or sorry, bishop takes. And he's going to defend everything just fine. I could always go d4 and threaten to go into b4. That's an idea. I could play... Yeah, let's play b4, or d4. And then maybe we'll play b3, a3, and b4 later. These are our ideas. You don't want to play a3 first because he'll play a4. Don't want to take the knight, which kind of means that my bishop is going to stay on e2 for a while. Maybe I should play queen d2, queen... Okay, so he comes out here, and said I don't want to give up the bishop, so we'll just hop back. Okay, what's his idea? Here, where's he coming? Not sure. Let's continue on with this idea, with our expansion. Isn't that a great plan? What's his idea? I don't know. Well, I'm just going to play this anyway. That seems like a beautiful way to conduct the middle game. But we're gonna continue this option of hitting against c7 is sort of going to be the grand idea, which we're going to do that through hopefully through b4 and c5. So can I even pull off that because of he's got quite a bit of clout himself against the old c5 square. I may have to play knight back to e3. I might also think about playing bishop f3 because this pawn is undefended at the moment. Ooh. I just noticed if he takes here, I can't take with the pawn. I don't think that's such a big thing though. I just have to retake with the queen. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. I like that. That makes some sense because he's he's kind of playing against the well, what could potentially be a hanging bishop on e2. What should we do? He's threatening to play f4. I take, he takes. I can't take back because he would take here, and then this guy hangs. So I should do something about that. Let's go here, and if he takes, if he plays f4 now, I can take on g3, and then because of the rook, he'll probably take back, and then I could take on f4. I really want to keep this dark square bishop. I feel like that it's a more important piece. Just gonna go ahead and do it so that he can't play out to. Of course, maybe now he'll. Well, I can always back it up with h3 if I have to. Let's continue on with this plan. This queen being on f6 also means that it has less influence on c5, which I think is good for me. Okay, he can't. Well, he could come into a4. To play c5 or not? I think I probably should. I think that we end up with a weakness on b2. He has to take. He has to take. Otherwise, I'm going to take on d6. He has to. Or he could just do that, I guess. That's what I get for saying he has to, right? Let's go here and amp up against the d6 pawn. You can't play d5 because of the hanging bishop on c7. It's adding the attacker of the queen. Okay. We can do this though, can't we? And then we can play here. And now what? Can we go? Should we go back? I'm getting really low on time, so I'm kind of, to some extent, making moves. So I think that I may have finagled around and won the pawn, though. Okay. So in what fashion does that help you? Helpy. Look at me. Well, okay, play the rook back and we'll repeat, I guess. I'm so low on time, I should be happy with that anyway, right? Maybe he'll play... he can't play g4, because I'll go and take it. Alright, so let's just go for it. Although I think I'm going to end up with this extra pawn that may be a smidge difficult to hold on to. So I go here, he takes me, I take him, he goes somewhere. This can't work. We check him, and then we don't do squat. That's annoying. 10 seconds, Jonathan. Queen trade? Yeah, he's going to get his pawn back. He gets his pawn back. That's annoying. And I have a whopping 12 seconds to figure this one out. Ooh, that was horrible. Yep. Okay. This is bad. I gotta get here to E2 maybe. Maybe I'll be okay. Oh, I guess I couldn't have done that. I was thinking I could have went to F6, but okay. So we move out here, and I guess we're gonna go into a minor piece ending here. This is probably not so hot for me, but that just drops some material. We shall hang on to what we have. I believe this is losing. I think this is what they call a loser. Yay, he drops. So I get kind of lucky there with that. More than kind of lucky. But he still has these double connected pawns, which could cause me some heartache. Could cause me heartache. With so low on time, I'm tempted to just take on C6. Tempted, but I probably shouldn't do that. Let's go here. Okay, that's a little bit better place for the king, I think. I have this pass pawn over here. Let's give him a check, shove him back a little bit. We'll come into here. And another check. And now we're going to go after the B, his B pawn like this. And I don't think he can hold it, actually. Yeah, he can. He could just play B5, or even that. We'll advance this guy a little bit more. Let's get the king involved in this. I'm actually going fast enough. I'm gaining some time here, which is nice. Let's go up here and attack that pawn. He could go after this guy, though. So we get this one. Oh, wait. This could get annoying. This could get annoying. If I don't hold on to this pawn, I feel like that this could be really problematic. So we need to continue working on advancing this pawn. Okay, so we got to protect it. How are we going to do that? Let's go here. Got to make some moves though. I got to somehow prevent checks. Let's go here. I don't know how to prevent checks. Okay, so I guess we got to go here. Oh, I can go on H. I can go here because you can't check me because the knight covers it. And I'll check, advance a little bit further. And we'll check again. And he has to go in the corner, but then I get knight G6. So, which means he would be forced to take with the rook. Okay, so he resigns. Let's give him the old good game. Good game. And let's take a quick look at this. This was that was a pretty long little battle there. So like I said, we got the Budepest Defense, but he played the bishop out to a square that I'm not so familiar with. He's getting a pressure against F2, but I don't think it's going to lead anywhere for him. I wonder if... So E3, I didn't really look at this, but can he play just queen? Can he just play queen out? But no, I don't think so. I mean, I could even just play queen D2 or even queen G3. Lots of moves there. So we got after that pretty normal play, and I tried to go win the bishop pair here, but it didn't seem all that feasible, or I guess I'm just not really sure how to do it. Honestly, I've gotten this far in my understanding of the opening, but haven't been able to really figure out how exactly I'm supposed to win the bishop pair. I know that I'm supposed to do that and then play b4, b5, or b4, c5, which is kind of what happened in the game. This a4 I thought was good. And then just slowly continue with the plan. I thought that this was definitely I like this maneuver to keep my dark square bishop because I was going to have some real problems if he managed to play f4. So I thought this was a good way to prevent that from happening. And then I got c5 in, though I'm not so. I would have liked it better if he hadn't played c6. I thought c6 actually turned out to be a pretty good move. I wonder if there was some way I could have. Something I could have done better here instead of playing c5. I wonder if I can make a knight move or something and give him some problems. Or if maybe I can play b5. Is that possible? So b5 takes and then knight takes, and then I get pressure on d6. Or b5, he plays something else, and then I take, he takes back here, and then I play c5. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But we played c5. Then I went off on this little tangent of trying to remove his defenders. But ultimately, I think that this was probably the best for him. I wonder if there was a way to hold on to that pawn after this, or if I should have just taken with the pawn itself, maybe, or if wait a second, just bishop out to h4 is going to pick up an exchange. Yeah, that would have been nice to have played. That's obviously a better way of doing that. Instead, I got sidetracked, went for the pawn, and we got this situation where it was clarified, but I think that he's probably better. He'll be able to make a pass pawn on this side, and his bishop's going to be able to support it, and his rooks will be able to assist. So, but instead, I just I was super low on time and just dropped an exchange here. But kept rooks on, thankfully, and then got lucky with this allowing this fork, and then from there it was pretty straightforward-ish. I just advanced the pawn. Because of the time situation, I was a little bit struggling to get my king to the right places to not get checked. But after I found this square, it was pretty simple. So the threat here is he needs to go back to h8, but after check, he's forced to go here. He plays this, and he's almost stalemated, except for he has this, and then I just mate on the next move. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.